So now we are out of the vault, and the first thing I think most people want to do is not go towards where it's telling you to go. I mean, the whole point of open world games is you have a whole fucking world here to explore and look at, and I don't know, dead people to look at and shit. But once you get out, anyway, I'd recommend just fucking doing a little search around this area. I mean, come into these buildings and there's pretty much pick up everything you can find because it's all useful. Anything you can pick up, you can use, pretty much. Unlike the previous, Fallouts, where it's junk you can shoot out of a fucking whatever. Anyway, so I'm gonna go around here and get a desk fan. First bottle cap. How fucking magical that is. Righty. I think that would be about it. You can go down there if you want. But for this, actually, I would recommend going to the town where you started from. Obviously, don't run off the side of the fucking hill because you'll die, but sort of make your way down like a fucking mountain goat and survive it. And then you can go and pick the little red flowers if you want. Let's go and get some little red flowers. Blood leaf. It's so easy to get distracted in this game. You see something and you're like, oh, what's that? Now, water sources don't say that they give you radiation, but as soon as you drink them, your radiation level increases, and they've sort of tweaked the radiation a bit in this game, as opposed to the last few, whereas it actually directly affects you, no matter how many rads you get. So if I drink this, I'll get a little red spot. See where my health is now? It's got a little red spot there. So if I keep going, that'll grow. So basically, until you get rid of the radiation, it means your max health goes up to that red bit, as opposed to being full. So if you have half a health bar full of radiation, you will never fully heal until you get rid of it, obviously. The biggest thing here, the reason you want to...
Codsworth, what
Oh,
happened?
this is my character.
The world.
I seem to always play a chick in these games, but I don't know. Some people think that's weird, I guess. My missus thinks it's a bit strange, but what can you do?
Sure. They came into the vault.
But yeah, let's get through all this.
He's... Sean's been 200 years?
A bit over 210, actually. That means you're 2 centuries late.
Yeah, there's a few strange jokes in here.
You want a snack?
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
When the condensation bubbles come up as different colours, there you go, up the top left there it tells you,
2 centuries with no one to
which is directly affected by your charisma, obviously. Oh, there you go.
last 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed.
So yeah, stay with me.
I'm
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, shall we, sir?
All right.
Round two.
Okay, this is the reason that you want to come to the town, is this little workshop right here. So, now that you're here, I mean, we'll stall the typewriter, you want to make as much sort of stuff, or sorry, make as much stuff. You just want to go through and get as much stuff as you can by scrapping. You can scrap a whole bloody house if you want. Although you can only scrap the ones that have all the shit inside them. And with this, you get all of these resources that are listed there to build more stuff, obviously. So the more you scrap, the more you can build, but pretty much that's the way it works. And obviously the bigger the thing is you scrap, the more stuff you're going to get. So, you know, 6 steel for a mailbox, all of that for a bloody street light, but for an entire house, I mean, fuck. So that's what we want to do. Yeah, we'll keep these dog kennel and this bloody dog bowl for dog meat for later. And right at the moment, I mean, you don't have to go fully fucking mental with this place. Just a general tidy up of the streets should give you enough scrap anyway. And maybe a couple of houses if you demolish them. Assuming it was near Halloween when this sort of all went down. Ah, and now you'll notice there's something in the fridge there, so if I scrap that door, there you go, everything falls out, so you don't really have to worry about missing something, and it scraps it along with the item that you're scrapping, whatever, if you know what I mean. So I've done this. I'll get some more cars out of the way because they're fucking useless. I was actually kind of hoping that they would bring cars back, like in depending on how new you are to this, I guess, Fallout Tactics, you could drive cars around, like Hummers and all sorts of stuff, so APCs, a tank, and a little buggy that went pretty quick. Unfortunately, they seem to have not done that again. Obviously, this is time consuming. And once you build something, if you go, oh shit, hang on, I don't want that, it's kind of like, well, you lose pretty much all of the stuff that you used to build it. You do get a little bit back if you re-scrap it, but you don't get what you originally had, so sort of just be wary of that. Even if you do a quick save. Okay, so we got a bloody rad roach here while we're trying to scrap stuff, so we have to beat the fuck out of that little bastard. Fucking bastard. When you go to a container, that's not a container, if I can find one, for fuck's sake, you don't have to open it. It says what's in there and you can just take it. It's so good. You start with lockpicking, I guess, novice. I'm not really too sure. The way the perk system is in this one is is quite a lot different to what you're used to in every single other Fallout game. They've really done a number on it. Fucking yeah, but I mean, they still haven't actually fixed this, so you can get down to 1 and go out of it and go back in, and oops, I just reset my tries. I didn't even use any. So you could sit here for, you know, 20 minutes doing this, or you could figure it out like a fucking normal person. Depends how much you want to think, I guess. But yeah, you can still do these ones as well, which is quite good. Get your retries done. And they're still using the same little symbols to do it. So your brackets and brackets to brackets and the little these bloody greater than and lesser than fucking symbols. So you can pretty much get rid of most of the shit. Obviously the harder it is, the harder it obviously is. And yeah, so I don't know, you got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words there to choose from.
Yes.
Blah blah blah. I mean, there's just fucking loads and loads and loads of content in this game. It is insane. So much information that they have put in here is crazy. And a lot of it is just not relevant. Oh, free gun. They've just put it in here, so I don't know. They've done an absolutely epic job of this game, in my opinion, and I could not be happier with it. Okay, so you got workbenches. I'm gonna sort of talk about that a little bit later. At the moment, all you want is your fast travel point, which is Sanctuary, which is this little stupid town you start in. Somewhere to put your shit with a workbench, I might add. Workshop and workbenches and a bed, so there should be a bed in here somewhere. And if there is not, which there isn't, all you need to do is go here and go to some fucking thing. Oh, here we go, furniture, beds, and depending on what you've got, you know, you can put a sleeping bag if you want. I mean, sleeping bags are good for building up your population because they only use 3 cloth, whereas other stuff sort of depending on how fancy you want to be, I suppose. And you can swing it around, R2, L2, etc. So we can put that there if we want, and then go, oh fuck, I didn't want it there, so you select it and you can move it. And find this bedroom here, and which is absolutely full of crap, so we can put that down. Now with this stuff, okay, so you either get a green highlight or a yellow highlight. Yellow is scrap only, whereas green you can store it if you want it. I mean, I don't really use chairs, so fucking I scrap them. Radiator, scrap it. Basically everything in here I'd scrap, actually, to be quite honest. So that's pretty much it. I mean, there is obviously some stuff you can't scrap. It's not a bad looking table, we'll keep that one. We'll put that one over there by the window. We've got 2 chairs. So if you look at it in the way that this is going to be your house, used oil can, just scrap them, I guess, because, well, you only want them for the scrap anyway, so I haven't found another use for it other than to scrap them. Same as all this random junk. That chair's fucked, so that's going. As soon as you pick something up, it'll restore it to its original reset point. So if something's fallen over and you want to keep it, just hit X and it'll sort itself out. Rubber's very useful, so you want to try and find as much of that as you can. do not scrap this or these or these. Anything that says workbench or fucking anything station work related, don't do it. If you do, it's a pain in the fucking ass to try and get it again, because you need to have a bloody local leader rank 2 to build anything. So if you do end up scrapping it by accident, unless you've got that rank, you kind of fucking lost it for good. Although I'm saying that, you can store it and move it to, if you wanted to build your own house. I'll show you a bit on that in the next video. I'll build a little shack here for some invisible people that I don't really have, but yeah, you'll see. So yeah, I shall talk to you then.